Wow to you. I love money. Checklist financial planner for first jobber for people. Just graduated and began to enter the working life will begin to have their own income and can be responsible for things in life more, but the important thing that the children it is impossible to forget is to plan your own finances in order to avoid trouble in the future. Because of the fact that we have planned our finances from a young age, it will be the cornerstone that allows us to build a stable future for ourselves. The important financial plans that we should plan are 5 plans as follows. 1. Income planning. Expenditure. The first starting point for financial planning is knowing yourself. That is, we have to know our own financial situation first. So how do you know your own financial status? It can be learned from the accounting of income, expenses, and personal financial statements, which at the beginning of work we will have a low income, but there will be a relatively high cost. Therefore, we should start cultivating the discipline of saving by accounting for income, regular expenses, to know what to spend on. How much is the extravagant expense? Is it reasonable or reasonable? And how much are you saving each month? You should save first and then use it each month. What we will get from the income and expenses planning is that we will be more mindful of spending better, allowing us to save more. 2. Planning for life insurance and health insurance. Because life is uncertain, therefore, we should plan life insurance and health insurance from an early age. There are many types of life insurance, multi-purpose, but the important thing is doing to protect life. Do it in the right amount. Insurance premiums are not too expensive. Can pay for in the long term. Some types of life insurance, if done from a young age, insurance premiums are always fixed. It is important to study the terms of the policy in its entirety, such as the number of years of premium payment, policy expropriation, borrowing money from the policy, waiting period for health insurance, etc. in the health insurance plan. It starts with an estimate of the cost that may occur in the event of illness, to compare with existing coverage, such as Social Security or group insurance from work, whether it is sufficient or not, and then proceeding to do additional health insurance for the missing part. The reason why we should have health insurance from a young age is because disease does not choose age. The risk of getting sick is no longer the only risk for middle-aged or elderly people. When there are many emerging diseases or even a serious disease that has the opportunity to eat health of people of all ages, making health insurance is another option to help shoulder the health risks and financial problems that may arise. The most suitable type of insurance is the purchase of health insurance in conjunction with life insurance, because at a young age, life insurance premiums are cheap and constant, and get long-term protection. The health insurance, there will be both a set amount of protection and paid, which the lump sum will have comprehensive coverage and get a higher limit, but the insurance premiums are higher as well. So which one to choose? Therefore, we have to consider the coverage that we want. Are our rights covered? And the ability to pay insurance premiums together. 3. Tax planning. When we work, we will have income and we are obliged to pay taxes. Many people think that when starting work, income may not be very high. There is no need to rush to plan your taxes, which is a wrong idea, or the employer withholding tax and remitting the revenue each month as tax planning. It's also a wrong idea. because even the employer will withhold tax on it. But we still have a duty to file personal income tax by March of the following year anyway. If we have a good tax plan, we may be able to claim a refund of taxes that have already been deducted. Calculated from assessable income and plan to gradually buy financial products that can be used for tax deduction, such as life insurance, SSF, RMF, etc. How much should you plan to reduce? And keep various evidences for the Revenue Department to retrieve evidence later. 4. Investment planning and investment time. If we do all three things well, we will have a chance to succeed in investing. In the first period of work, we can start investing with a small amount of money. Because we have a long investment period in the meantime, we continue to study investment knowledge. In the assets we are interested in, when we have more knowledge, we will then be able to invest in investment assets with a higher level of risk and gradually increase the investment amount. It will help make our investment portfolio grow even more. Children's advantages. Newly graduated as having a long investment period. When we learned about investing at a young age, we will have time for trial and error. If an investment error occurs, we will still have enough time to make excuses. Solve our investment portfolio, and the most important investment is investing in yourself. And investment in knowledge. If you don't know how to start planning your investments, let's start with investing in knowledge. Investment tips for beginners. By the beginning, we still have not much investment. May use investment through mutual funds because it is an investment that takes less money. More importantly, we can choose to invest in mutual funds in a wide variety of assets, and can diversify risk without the need to concentrate on a single asset class. For example, if we are interested in stock funds and can take risks from short-term volatility, may choose to invest in stock funds, developed country stocks or jointly developing countries stocks, etc. It is also recommended to invest on a monthly basis or DCA, dollar cost averaging. May start with the amount of 10% of the income we earn each month. It will create good investment discipline. Wow to you! I love money. Checklist financial planner for first jobber for people just graduated and began to enter the working life, will begin to have their own income and can be responsible for things in life more. But the important thing that the children it is impossible to forget is to plan your own finances in order to avoid trouble in the future. 5. Retirement planning. Many people may feel that just graduated and started working, do you have to think about retirement planning? The answer is yes, because retirement plans are compulsory for everyone. Early planning allowing us to know the target faster, find a way to reach the goal in many ways. And there is time for mistakes and can start over also. Start planning first. It allows us to retire faster, without having to wait until the age of 60 to retire. Retirement is not just about people who are close to retirement, but it's about a new kid, or working people have to start planning along with other plans in life. The sooner you plan, the more disciplined you are, the more comfortable you are. In retirement planning, there are many factors that need to be taken into account, such as expected life expectancy, lifestyle after retirement, what kind of life we want to live, and have to have income, expenditure, how much. There is also the matter of inflation, and the rate of return of investment in portfolio that must be considered again, because inflation is a condition in which the price of food is rising steadily. As a result, the purchasing power of money in our pockets decreases. We therefore need to find investments that yield expected returns that at least beat inflation. Especially if we want to have a good lifestyle. We have to spend a lot of money. We urgently need to plan for retirement as soon as possible. Because don't forget that, plan your finances first. Get richer. What we get from retirement planning is knowing your own retirement goals. This allows us to adjust the spending plans that are not necessary. And set savings and investment goals to have the amount at the retirement date as intended. In summary, at the beginning of the work, discipline in saving is very important. Including, there should be appropriate prevention and transfer of risks that may arise. In addition, should study for additional investment knowledge, so that we can put the savings we have to invest to grow and bloom, which will be another force that allows us to achieve various goals. Hoped faster. 5. Retirement planning. Many people may feel that just graduated and started working. Do you have to think about retirement planning?